Welcome to the deep dive. We're diving into founding sales. Hey, it's going to be your secret weapon, right?
Yeah.
Navigating this whole startup sales jungle.
Yeah.
We're talking seriously tactical advice here.
Mm-hmm.
Proven strategies, those mindset shifts to help you, land those first customers that are so crucial.
Yeah.
And then turn that early hustle into a scalable sales machine.
Yeah. And I think that's what's, tough for a lot of founders is that transition from building a product to selling a product.
It's a whole different thing.
It's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole new skill set.
Totally.
Often means stepping way outside your comfort zone.
Oh my gosh, so far outside my comfort zone.
Yeah.
I remember when I was first starting my company, even the thought of cold outreach, I just wanted to crawl under my desk and never come out.
Yeah.
But this book,
Yeah.
it really breaks down those mental barriers,
It does.
and gives you a framework
yeah.
for tackling sales head on, even if you're starting from absolutely zero.
And I think, especially early on, too, it's embracing the idea that sales is about helping.
Oh, 100%.
You've created something you believe in
Mm-hmm.
that solves a real problem.
Yeah.
Sharing that with the world, connecting with people who need your solution.
Yeah.
That's not being pushy, it's being helpful.
Yes.
It's so true.
That's the biggest thing.
That's such a good point, because this book really hammered that home for me.
Yeah.
They even had this phrase, I don't know if you remember it, quantity has a quality all its own.
And at first I was like, what? What does that even mean?
Yeah.
But they're basically saying, don't be afraid to just put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Right? The more people you talk to, the more you learn.
Yeah.
The more chances you have to connect with the right customer.
Yeah, action over perfection, right?
Yes, exactly.
Don't let perfect be the enemy of good.
Oh, 100%.
Just get out there and do it.
Yes.
And they tell this great story in the book about, this founder who was so nervous to even ask for the sale.
Oh, no.
That he almost lost the customer
Oh.
because he was, dancing around it and dancing around it.
Right.
And they're like, wait, so you can solve this problem? Let's go.
Yeah. Are you going to let me give you money?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, this book gives you actual, scripts. Oh, I love that.
And strategies to make asking for the sale feel natural.
Okay.
And even inevitable.
Okay, so how do we do that?
Yes.
How do we go from, terrified to ask
Yeah.
to closing deals left and right?
It starts with getting crystal clear on your narrative.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about some slick elevator pitch.
Okay.
This is about deeply understanding your ideal customer,
Mm-hmm.
their pain points,
Okay.
their challenges, their goals,
Mm-hmm.
and crafting a story that resonates with them
Yeah.
on a fundamental level.
Yeah, it's got to be good.
Yeah.
It can't just be, surface level.
No. Or
Okay.
this needs to be deep.
Okay.
This is where the book gets really tactical,
Oh, good.
which I love.
I love tactics.
They have this whole framework.
For building this compelling narrative,
Okay.
you start by clearly defining the problem that you solve.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
You don't just say, this is a problem.
Right.
You quantify it.
What do you mean?
You put a dollar amount
Okay.
on the cost of not solving it.
Oh, interesting.
Right.
Okay.
So that cost could be anything from wasted time, lost productivity,
Mhm.
missed opportunities, decreased revenue.
Right.
It's about making the impact of that problem
Yeah.
real and tangible for the customer.
Because we help you save time
Yeah.
is way less sexy than
Way less sexy.
our customers see an average increase in productivity of 20%.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
you got to hit them with the numbers.
Hit them with the numbers.
Okay, so define the problem,
Yes.
quantify the cost, and then what?
And then you position your solution within the competitive landscape.
Okay.
So who else is out there
Okay.
trying to solve this problem?
Mm-hmm.
How is your solution different?
Okay.
And more importantly, how is it better?
And you can't just say you're better.
No.
You got to back it up, right?
Back it up with data, testimonials,
Case studies,
case studies, anything you've got
anything that proves it.
that proves your solution
Yeah.
delivers real results.
Yeah, you got to be a student of the game.
Oh, 100%.
You got to know your competitors.
Know your competitors.
Inside and out.
Inside and out.
So you can actually speak to it.
So you can confidently articulate
Yes.
that unique value proposition.
Okay, so you've nailed your narrative.
Yes.
You're feeling confident about your solution.
Mhm.
How do you actually find these ideal customers?
That's where things get really interesting.
Okay, I like where this is going.
The book debunks this myth.
Okay.
that you should just rely on your network for those first customers.
Okay.
And while your network can be a great starting point,
Sure.
you need a more systematic,
Yeah.
data-driven approach to prospecting.
Right.
If you really want to build a scalable sales process.
This is where I had like my aha moment when I was
Yeah.
reading this.
Yeah.
The book talks about the importance of defining your ideal customer profile
Yes.
or your ICP.
Your ICP, love it.
I love a good acronym.
Acronyms are great.
And they have this like brilliant way
Yeah.
of categorizing companies based on size.
I love this.
Rabbits, deer, and elephants.
It's so good.
So good.
Love that analogy.
It's so simple, but it's like, it's effective.
Because selling to a small startup
Yes.
is going to be very different from selling to a massive
Oh, yeah.
enterprise company.
Totally different.
Totally.
A rabbit
Yeah.
has different needs,
Different needs.
different budget,
Different budget.
different decision-making process.
Completely
And an
different.
elephant,
Yes.
like completely different.
And understanding those nuances
Yes.
is key to tailoring your sales pitch.
Yes.
And your overall strategy.
It's about being strategic with your time
Yes.
and your resources.
100%.
Right.
You don't want to waste weeks
No.
chasing after an elephant
No.
when your product is a perfect fit for a rabbit.
You're going to be like, chase that elephant around forever. Exactly. Okay. So how do we figure out who our rabbits, deer, and elephants are?
This is where the power of data comes in.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I was going to say, besides just like looking at their website.
There is so much information publicly available these days.
It's true.
You just need to know where to look.
Okay.
The book talks about leveraging tools like LinkedIn, HG data, even Twitter to identify potential customers
Wow.
and gather valuable insights about their business, their industry,
Okay.
their pain points.
So it's not just about finding companies, right?
It's about finding the right people,
It's about finding the decision makers,
the decision makers,
the budget holders,
budget holders,
the people who are actually experiencing the pain
yes,
that your product solves.
100%.
Okay, so you've done your research.
Yeah.
You've identified some like promising prospects.
Mm-hmm.
How do you actually start a conversation?
Well, it starts with
Like, what do you say?
crafting a compelling outreach message.
Okay.
And this is where a lot of founders like trip up
Yeah.
because they send out these like very generic impersonal emails that
Yeah.
just scream sales pitch, you know?
I am so guilty of this.
It's okay. We've all been there.
I've been there.
But personalization is key,
Okay.
right? Like the book provides some like great templates for
Oh.
cold outreach emails,
Okay.
but it stresses the importance of tailoring each message
Okay.
to the specific prospect.
Hmm.
You need to demonstrate that you've like done your research,
Okay.
that you understand their business and their challenges, and that you're not just sending out like a mass email blast.
Right. Like you know who they are.
Yeah, you know who they are.
And what they do.
Exactly. So instead of saying like, we help businesses like yours increase efficiency,
Yeah.
you might say something like, I noticed you're expanding into the industry market. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You know, we've helped similar companies.
Right. You get specific.
Get specific. Exactly.
Okay.
You're speaking directly to their needs
Yeah.
and demonstrating that you've taken the time to understand their unique situation.
And the book even suggests using what they call social context
Yes.
to further personalize your outreach.
Oh, I love that.
Like referencing a recent tweet or article they shared
yes.
to show like, hey, I'm paying attention.
I'm paying attention.
I'm genuinely interested in what you have to say.
It's those little touches
Yeah.
that can make all the difference.
It shows you're not just like blasting out generic messages.
Right,
You're
sure.
trying to like actually engage.
You're trying to have a conversation.
Yes, have a real conversation.
A real conversation.
Okay, so you've sent out your carefully crafted
Yes.
outreach emails.
Yes.
Now what?
Now the magic happens,
Well-
but we're going to have to save that
Oh, come.
for after a quick break.
Fine. All right, so we snagged a meeting with a potential customer.
Okay.
We're not just like showing up and,
Yeah.
pitching features, right?
No.
We're really trying to dive deep into
Yeah.
their world,
Mhm.
their challenges, their aspirations.
Well,
What does founding sales say about like acing that
yeah.
crucial first call?
This is where those like active listening skills really come into play.
Okay.
The book talks about conducting what they call discovery calls,
Okay.
which are like less about selling
Okay.
and more about understanding.
Oh, I love that. Because
Yeah.
I used to think, like, a sales call
Yeah.
meant like relentlessly pitching my product.
Right.
But this book, Founding Sales, really like reframed that for me.
Yeah.
It's about asking the right questions,
Yeah.
uncovering those like unique pain points
Mm-hmm.
and then demonstrating how your solution can like specifically address those needs.
Absolutely.
So it's really like understanding them on
Yeah.
a deeper level.
100%.
And the book gives a really like clear framework for this.
Yeah.
It stresses the importance of like prepping for the call in advance.
Oh, yeah.
Don't just wing it.
No.
Like actually do your research.
Yeah. Come prepared.
Right.
Yeah. Research the prospect, their company, their industry.
Yes.
Come prepared with like a list of targeted questions.
So not just like
Not just what keeps you up at night.
what keeps you up at night.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But maybe like I saw you're launching a new product line.
Yes.
How are you adapting your marketing strategy to reach that new audience?
Yeah.
Something that shows you like
That you've done your homework.
I've done my homework.
Yes.
I'm not just like,
You're not just blowing smoke.
blowing smoke here.
Yeah.
Like I actually care
You care.
about your success.
You're invested. Yeah. Exactly.
And as you're asking these questions, right?
Yes.
You're listening for those golden nuggets.
Yes.
Those little moments where they're like,
Yes.
where the prospect reveals a pain point.
Yes. A frustration, an unmet need.
Yes.
Because once you've identified those,
You've-
you can start tailoring your pitch
Okay.
to directly address them.
The book talks about selling the problem
Yes.
before you sell the solution.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Right.
This was huge for me.
Okay.
It's about getting the prospect to really feel the pain,
Well,
the problem they're facing,
mhm.
before you even mention your product.
Because let's be honest, sometimes they don't even realize they have the problem
They don't even know.
until you point it out.
They're like, oh, you're right.
Yeah, I've just been living with this, like
I've been dealing with this for so long.
this pain.
I didn't even realize it was a problem.
Exactly. And you're like,
I can help you with that.
let me introduce you
Yes.
to the solution.
And this is how you do it.
Okay.
You use the information you've gathered during that discovery phase
Okay.
to paint this vivid picture of the problem, the
Mhm.
cost, the consequences, the
Mhm.
missed opportunities.
You make it real for them.
Make it real. And then
Yeah.
you introduce your solution as the hero.
I love that.
He's going to come in and save the day.
Okay. So you've built rapport.
Yes.
You've uncovered their pain points.
We've got the pain points.
You've positioned your solution as like the answer to their prayers.
Yes.
Now comes the part
Okay.
that makes even like seasoned salespeople sweat a little bit. Handling objections.
Oh, the dreaded objections.
I know.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
Founding sales, again, like mindset shift.
Okay.
It encourages you to view objections not as roadblocks,
Okay.
but as opportunities.
I like that.
Right.
Okay.
It's the prospect saying, hey, I'm interested,
Okay.
but I need a little more information.
Okay.
Or I need to be convinced.
Convinced that this is the right
If
move.
this is the right decision.
Yes.
Right.
It's like they're giving you the roadmap.
Exactly.
Just tell me what you need to know,
tell me what you need.
and I'll tell you.
And I'll tell you how we can get there.
Exactly. The key is to listen
Listen,
carefully to the objection,
acknowledge it.
acknowledge it,
Yes.
and respond in a way that is both like
Empathetic.
empathetic.
And informative.
Yes, because you don't want to just like,
You don't want to just shut them down.
well, you're wrong.
Be like, well, actually,
see that.
yeah, no one likes that.
No one likes that.
The book even provides like scripts for this.
Oh, do
You're
you?
handling those common objections.
Give me an example.
Like, call me later,
oh, yeah, that one's tough.
or we're already using something else.
That's a classic.
Right. So it gives you like those tools and tactics
That's so
to
helpful.
navigate those tricky situations.
Especially for founders who like might not have a lot of experience
Yeah.
with these types of like,
Sales conversations.
yeah, sales conversations.
Because it can be really intimidating.
Yeah, you feel like you're put on the spot.
Absolutely.
Should we try a little role play?
Oh, I'd love to. Let's do it.
Okay. So let's say I'm pitching
Okay.
and you're the prospect.
I'm the prospect.
And I've just like, I've laid out
Mm-hmm.
how our amazing project management software
Okay.
can like streamline their workflow,
Mm-hmm.
boost their team's productivity,
I'm listening.
all the things.
Okay.
And you say,
Yeah.
this all sounds great, but we're pretty happy with our current system.
Okay. Yeah. I love that you're, highlighting the efficiency.
Okay.
And I appreciate you taking the time to walk me through this.
Okay.
It does sound really helpful.
Okay.
But like you said, we've got a system that's,
That's working for you.
it's working for us.
Yeah.
Why rock the boat?
Yeah. Why rock the
That
boat?
rocks the boat.
Totally.
I like what we got.
And I say, totally, you're right.
Okay.
Change can be challenging,
It can.
especially when you've already got a system in place.
Yeah.
But what if I told you
Okay.
that our software could actually save your team
Okay.
an average of 10 hours per week
Right?
that they could be spending on more like strategic tasks,
Yeah.
like growing your business or developing new products?
Okay.
And what if I also told you that we offer
Yeah.
a seamless migration process
Okay.
so you can be up and running
Right.
with minimal disruption to your workflow?
Okay, see, now you're speaking my language.
I gotcha.
Saving time, increasing productivity.
Yes.
That's what I'm interested in.
Yes.
But what about cost?
Okay.
Is this gonna, like, blow my budget?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And I completely understand
Okay.
the need to be mindful of your budget.
Yes.
That's why we offer a variety of pricing plans
Okay.
to fit your specific needs
All right.
and budget.
Okay.
And if you're concerned about like the upfront cost of switching,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be happy to walk you through the ROI.
Okay.
You can expect to see like within the first few months
Yeah.
of using our software.
I'm listening.
How does that sound?
I'm listening.
See, we just handled that objection like pros.
Like a pro.
But what happens when
Gosh.
you've like jumped through all the hoops,
Yeah.
addressed all their concerns,
And
and it's time to like
close the deal.
close the deal? Yeah.
What do we do?
What do we do?
What does the book say?
What does founding sales say about that?
Yes.
Like
Heart-stopping moment.
that heart-stopping moment.
This is where that mindset of inevitability comes back into play.
Okay.
If you've done everything right up to this point,
Okay.
right, you built rapport, you've uncovered those needs,
Uncovered needs.
you positioned your solution effectively.
positioned it well.
Asking for the sale
Yeah.
should feel like the natural next step.
Okay.
It's not about being pushy
Right.
or aggressive.
It's not about like,
It's about guiding the prospect.
give me your money.
Yeah, give me your money.
Yeah, we don't want that.
We don't want that.
Okay.
It's about guiding them towards the decision
Okay.
that's best for them.
But how do you actually do that?
Yeah, like what do you say?
Yeah, what do you say?
The book provides some like really practical closing techniques.
Okay, like what?
One approach is to offer a clear call to action
Okay.
with a sense of agency.
Okay.
Right? Like, so are you ready to get started today?
Okay.
And start seeing those like time-saving benefits right away?
Oh, I like that. Put the ball in their court.
Put the ball in their court.
That's right.
Or what about like this one? I
Mhm.
know you're busy, so I want to like respect your time.
Mm-hmm.
If it makes sense to move forward, I'm available to like get the paperwork started right now.
Yes. Love that.
But if not, I totally understand and I appreciate you taking the time to chat with me.
It's about giving them that choice.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're not like being too
But you're also like
edgy.
respecting their decision-making process.
Yes. I like that.
Right. Okay, so let's say everything goes perfectly.
Okay, I love this.
They say yes.
Yes.
We pop the champagne.
Champagne.
We do a victory dance.
Victory dance.
We're so excited.
High five.
High five.
We did it.
We're celebrating our sales prowess.
Sales prowess.
But it doesn't end there, does it?
It doesn't end there.
Founding Sales has a whole section
Yes.
on what happens after the sale,
Yes, this is so important.
which is arguably like just as important.
If not more important
Right.
than closing the deal in the first place.
Okay, tell me more.
So the book argues that customer success
Okay.
is everything.
Okay.
Especially in the SaaS world.
And just for our listeners who maybe aren't familiar with that term,
Yes.
SaaS stands for Software as a Service.
Thanks.
So it's like, you know, your customers are subscribing
Subscribe.
rather than just like buying once.
One and done.
Right. So keeping them happy is like essential
It's everything.
to your success.
Because they can cancel at any time.
Exactly.
So you got to keep them happy.
Okay. So how do we make sure
How do we make sure?
that these customers are so thrilled
So thrilled.
with our product, with our service?
They're telling all their friends.
Yes.
Right.
They become like our biggest advocate.
They're like walking testimonials.
Okay.
Hey.
What wisdom? What wisdom does the book?
Just founding sales have to offer.
The book stresses the importance of having a very solid customer onboarding process.
Okay. So, like, first impressions matter.
First impressions matter, so those first few weeks.
After a customer signs up,
Okay.
are crucial
For sure.
for setting them up for success
Yeah.
and showing them the value of your product.
Right, because you don't want them to like sign up.
And then just like disappear. And
Like, I don't know.
go?
I don't know what to do.
Where do I go from here?
This is confusing.
This is too complicated.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
I'm out.
Okay, so
You got to hold their hand.
you got to hold their hand a little bit.
A little bit.
In the beginning.
In the beginning, yes.
And it's not just about, like...
Not just about throwing a bunch of information.
Here's the help docs. Good luck.
Woo, good luck. Figure it out.
Figure it out.
No, it's about providing personalized support.
Okay.
Answering their questions. Making sure they feel comfortable using your product.
So they actually know how to use it.
They know how to use it.
And they, like, get the value from it.
And see the value.
Yes.
Yeah.
The book also talks about
Yes.
the importance of, like, proactive communication.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So, like, don't wait.
Don't wait for them to come to you.
For them to come to you with the problem.
With the problem.
Right. Yeah.
Check in with them.
Okay.
See how things are going.
Offer help.
Offer helpful tips, resources.
Address any potential issues before they, like, blow up.
Before they escalate.
Yeah, escalate.
Right.
It's about building that, like, ongoing relationship.
Your ongoing relationship, yeah.
Showing them that you're invested in their success.
Invested in their success.
And that you're there to support them every step of the way.
We're here to help you.
Yes.
Every step of the way.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We've covered a lot.
We've talked about, like, nailing your narrative.
Yes.
Prospecting, like acing those discovery calls.
Prospecting.
Handling objections.
Rejections.
Closing deals.
Whoa.
And even, like, nurturing those customer relationships for long-term success.
For the win.
For the win, exactly.
We've basically given our listeners a crash course.
I would say this is a crash course.
In founding sales.
In founding sales, yeah.
We did it.
But there's one, like, crucial element I feel like we haven't touched on yet.
Okay.
And that's the mindset.
Yes.
Because even if you have, like, all the right strategies and tactics, if you don't have the right mindset,
it's not going to happen.
It's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
The book dives deep into this idea.
Yes, it does.
Of, like, developing a sales mindset.
A sales mindset.
Right.
Yes.
Embracing rejection, building confidence.
Confidence is key.
Focusing on the value you provide.
That's it.
So how do we cultivate that unshakable sales confidence?
Yes. How do we get there?
Let's unpack that.
Okay.
After a quick break.
Let's do it.
All right, we're back. No more breaks. We've talked tactics, strategy, all that good stuff, but now it's time to really, like, get in the head of a founder who's also doing sales.
Yes.
What does founding sales have to say about, like, cultivating that unshakable confidence?
Yeah. It starts with reframing rejection. Okay. Instead of seeing it as, like, a personal failure. Okay. View it as a data point, right? Not every prospect is going to be a perfect fit. Yeah. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Every no gets you closer to a yes.
It's like that saying, like, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
But, like, easier said than done, right?
Oh, 100%.
I know when I started out, every no felt like, oh my gosh.
The end of the world.
It felt so personal.
Yes.
Like, I was just like.
It's natural to feel that way, especially when it's like your baby, your company on the line.
Yeah.
But the book talks about the importance of, like, developing what they call healthy detachment.
Okay.
Where you believe passionately in your solution. But you also recognize that not everyone is going to see it the same way.
Right. Like, not everyone's going to get it.
Yeah. Not everyone's going to be your ideal customer.
Okay.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's about building resilience, too, because sales, especially in those early days, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Oh, 100%.
You're going to face setbacks.
Yeah.
You're going to hear no more times than you would like.
Yes.
But it's about picking yourself up.
Yeah.
Dusting yourself off. And going after that next opportunity with the same level of enthusiasm.
So how do we go from, like, no aversion to, like, confidently owning those sales calls?
Preparation is key. Like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Knowing your narrative inside and out, researching your prospects, having those tailored questions ready to go.
When you feel prepared.
Yes.
You feel good.
You feel confident.
Like that feeling of, like, acing a presentation.
Yes.
Because you practiced it a million times.
100%.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, bring it on. I got this.
You got this. Yeah.
And it's not just about, like, knowing your stuff.
Yeah.
It's about practicing your delivery, too.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, role-playing with a friend.
Yes.
Recording yourself.
Recording yourself, even just, like...
Even in the mirror.
In the mirror, just getting those reps in.
Getting the reps in, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's about celebrating those, like, small wins along the way, too.
Oh, 100%.
Right. Like, You got a meeting booked.
Yes.
High five, let's go.
Celebrate the wins.
You closed a deal. I don't know. Break out the lovely sparkling water. We're healthy here.
We support healthy celebrations.
But like, recognize your progress.
Recognize those wins.
Yeah, because I think that can be really easy to like, just keep moving on to the next thing.
To the next one.
And not even like acknowledge.
Yeah, you're like on to the next deal.
Yeah, okay, what's next?
But yeah, celebrate those wins for sure.
And don't be afraid to ask for feedback.
Oh, yeah, feedback is huge.
Talk to mentors, advisors.
Other founders
who've been there.
Who've been there, done that.
Yeah, and
he can give you some really valuable insights.
Because they can see things that we can't see.
Exactly. They've been in your shoes.
Right.
They've been through those challenges. And they can help you, identify those areas where you're like really excelling.
Yeah.
And those areas where you might need a little extra support.
It's about building that like support system.
100%.
Right. Of people who like,
people who believe in you.
Who believe in you.
Yeah.
Who believe in your vision even when you're doubting yourself.
Because we all have those moments.
Oh, constantly.
Right.
Yeah, constantly.
That's part of the journey.
Oh, it is.
Yes, but having that network of like cheerleaders.
Yeah, your hype people.
Your hype squad, exactly.
They can make all the difference.
They can pick you up.
Okay, so as we're wrapping up our deep dive here into founding sales, what are some like key takeaways our listeners should like carry with them?
Carry with you.
On their own sales journey.
First and foremost, remember that selling is a skill.
That can be learned.
It's not like
and honed.
You either have it or you don't.
You are not born a salesperson.
Yeah.
You become one.
Okay. I like that.
Right.
Okay.
So don't be afraid to like jump in, get your hands dirty.
Yeah.
Make some mistakes along the way.
Yeah. You're going to make mistakes.
You're going to make a lot of mistakes.
That's part of it.
That's how we learn.
Yeah.
That's how we grow.
Embrace those no's.
Embrace those no's.
As opportunities for like...
For learning.
Learning and refinement.
Exactly.
And don't underestimate the power of, like we talked about...
Preparation.
Personalization.
Building those relationships.
Building real relationships.
Real genuine. Not just trying to like,
It's transactional,
get something from them.
You're trying to actually like help them and build something that's like mutually beneficial.
And like most importantly, like believe in yourself.
Yes.
And believe in your solution.
Because when you have that confidence, it shines through.
It does.
Right. In every interaction. And it becomes less about selling and more about like sharing your passion with the world.
Yeah, I love that. I love that this book, Founding Sales, is just like packed.
It's packed.
With so much practical advice.
Actionable strategy.
Scripts. Yeah, you can like use word for word.
Word for word.
If you're a founder, if you're thinking about starting a company, this was just like a little taste. A little snippet.
Yeah.
Of the wisdom this book has to offer.
100%.
So much good stuff in there.
So much good stuff.
If you want to learn more about building those like incredible ventures, you know where to find us.
Tune in next time.
Until then, happy selling, everyone.
Happy.